What's going on, Saints fans? It's Mitchell Renz from Chat Sports, and coming up here on today's show, we're going to be breaking down a lot of coaching rumors around Eric Bieniemy and around another candidate, but I want you to find out who that's going to be. Now, if you're having a good day, if you're a diehard Saints fan, what I want you to do is go ahead and give this video a like. My guy Trace, he works his freaking tail off on this channel, and he's trying to get 500 likes on this video. So if you guys could, smash the like button for him. Now, we're going to be breaking down a lot of these stories here. And first, we're going to kick this off with a fun little tweet from Jeremy Fowler, who sent out something on February 3rd that said, the Saints want to speak with Chiefs offensive coordinator Eric Bieniemy for the second coaching job per sources. An interview could take place on Saturday. Now, when New Orleans obviously was hit blindsided by the whole Sean Payton stepping down, I started to wonder, who could be the next head coach of the New Orleans Saints? And honestly, I didn't know if Eric Bieniemy was going to get an interview. I didn't know if Bieniemy was going to get hired again. But for 2 straight years, Bieniemy has been one of my top 2 candidates for everything he has been able to do as an OC with the Kansas City Chiefs. The fact that the Saints have requested an interview with him, he served as the OC since 2018, and I get it. Andy Reid gets a lot of credit. It's also easy to be a good offensive coordinator when you have Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce, and oh yeah, this guy named Patrick Mahomes. But I like how innovative he is, and when you see the struggles that New Orleans had on the offense last season, I think bringing in a guy with a little bit of flair like Bieniemy would be pretty interesting. In terms of some of his recent coaching history, he was in 2010 a running back coach and assistant head coach back with Minnesota. From 2011 to 2012, an OC with Colorado. Running backs coach from 2013 to 2017 with the Chiefs, and now he is the present OC in Kansas City. So what I want you guys to do is, if you want Eric Bieniemy to be the next head coach down in Nolens, I want you to go ahead and smash that like button. Personally, I think it'd be a really good hire. I believe for a long time that Bieniemy was going to get his due. Now, it will be interesting for the simple fact of Kansas City, they just lost their quarterback coach, Mike Kafka. So you could even maybe see, if I was Kansas City, be like, dude, you can't leave us right now. We might even pay a little bit more money. But if you think Bieniemy would fit good in New Orleans, go ahead and like the video. In terms of some of the other interview processes that he's had, he interviewed with Houston last year. He's also been brought up in a few different circles this year, but there's only 3 head coach vacancies left: the Houston Texans, the Miami Dolphins, and the New Orleans Saints. Houston has already got their finalists there. The Dolphins already have their finalists. So if Bieniemy wants to be a head coach, it does seem like it's New Orleans or bust at this point. He's also from New Orleans, which is something that I absolutely love. I mean, everything Peyton was able to do, everything Drew Brees was able to do for that city, it would be another really good story to have somebody from New Orleans who, by all accounts, from everything I've heard, grew up a Saints fan, be able to go there and then help this team take the next step after Brees and after Peyton. So when you look at these offenses, you got the Saints offense last year and the Chiefs offense this year. I will fully admit this graphic is not 100% fair. Why? I mean, you're dealing with Jameis Winston, Trevor Siemian, and then everyone else who had to come in, Taysom Hill, Ian Book, and then you have Patrick Mahomes, right? So, like, obviously, if Mahomes is playing quarterback for New Orleans, totally different scenario. But points per game, 19th in the league, 21.4. Yards per game, 28th in the league. Red zone touchdown efficiency, 16th. For Kansas City, yards per game, points per game, top 5, that's pretty good. And then red zone touchdown percentage, 11. Yeah, not too bad either. So you guys can go ahead and tell me, let's just say, like we always do here, if they hire a head coach, if there's breaking news, we're going to get you guys a video. So let's just say you're sitting at home over the weekend, and bang, you got a notification that pops up on your phone, and it's Saints today. We're making you guys a video because they went out and they hired Eric Bieniemy. So what I want you guys to do is give me your one-word reaction if you got that notification on your phone. If you're wondering, wait a minute, how do I get that notification on my phone? Then what I want you to do is hit that sub button and turn on your noties. If you don't know how to do that, there is a notification bell underneath each and every video that we do. It literally looks like a bell. You click that, click all. That way you never miss a thing. We are about 40 subs away from 3,300. Let's try to get there. I would definitely appreciate it. The other coach that we're going to go ahead and bring up here on today's show is Byron Leftwich, offensive coordinator of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The reason why this is an interesting story is because last week it was reported by Adam Schefter that This is essentially a done deal with Leftwich going to be the next head coach, not of the Saints, but of the Jacksonville Jaguars. What happened was Byron Leftwich was like, man, I don't want to work with Trent Baalke, who is currently the GM of Jacksonville. Baalke tried to do everything he possibly could in his power to keep his job. So Leftwich was like, all right, I ain't going to work with you. Deuces, I'll just stay here in Tampa Bay. So what Jacksonville decided to do is they went out and they hired Doug Pederson today to be the next head coach. Now, he's definitely one of the most sought-out NFL coordinators. I like Leftwich in terms of being an OC. Was drafted in the first round, I believe, in 2003 or 2007. I don't know why those years are getting confused for me. I think it was in 2003. He was drafted 7th overall, and he has been cleared to interview with New Orleans. Now, an interview has not yet been set up yet, but for the Saints, who we can all agree, I get it, the last 2 or 3 years, their offense has been maybe a little bit vanilla because you've had Drew Brees who couldn't throw the ball down the field anymore. This season, you had a lot of your receivers banged up. You didn't want to put too much plate on your quarterback. But if you want to have a fun, air-it-out style of offense, Byron Leftwich might be your dude who's been learning underneath one of the guys who's been unbelievable at airing it out, Bruce Arians. Now, if you guys want to go ahead and bet on Super Bowl 56, if you want to bet on heads or tails, how long the national anthem is going to be, what color the Gatorade is. If you want to bet on the Rams, 4.5-point favorites. If you want to bet on the over-under, 48.5, go ahead and do so at chatsports.com/bet. Promo code chat125 gets you 125% deposit bonus. I have to say this twice because I can't stress how important this is. If you don't go to this link right here, if you don't use this promo code right here, you will not get the best betting deal on the internet, 125%, which means you put down $100. BetUS is actually going to give you $125 for free to bet with. So here are the latest betting odds on Super Bowl 56. Matthew Stafford, the Rams, they are 4.5-point favorites. The Bengals, 48.5 is the over-under. I'm telling y'all right now, I've already bet on Joe Cool. I've already bet on the Bengals to cover this, and I'm also going to bet on the over. Why? Because life's too short to bet the under. Now, in terms of Leftwich's playing career, perfect. I'm glad this has been confirmed. Yes, he got it started in 2003, played with the Jags in 2006, went to the Falcons, the Steelers, played with the Buccaneers for a little bit, then back to Pittsburgh. He was then a quarterbacks coach with Arizona from 2017 to 2018, and he's quickly worked his way up. He was an interim off OC in 2018, an offensive coordinator in 2019 to where he is currently now. He's done a lot of good things wherever he's gone. So if you had to pick a coach between Eric Bieniemy, who we talked about earlier on today's show, or Byron Leftwich, who would you go with? Would you go with Eric Bieniemy? Type EB. Would you go with Byron Leftwich? I want you to go ahead down in the comments and type BL. Both of these guys would be really good. If I had to pick, I actually would end up going with Eric Bieniemy. Now, here are your other current head coach candidates that have been mentioned here on past shows that we've actually gone ahead and brought up. Dennis Allen, the current Saints defensive coordinator. I personally believe that he is the favorite to get the job. Brian Flores, ex-head coach of the Miami Dolphins. Aaron Glenn, DC of the Lions. Bieniemy, and then Byron Leftwich. So who do you want as the next Saints head coach? Big-time shoes to fill with Sean Payton. He will forever be a legend in New Orleans. No matter what, with their cap situation, with their limited draft picks, it's not going to be easy. So go ahead, let me know, who do you want to be the next Saints head coach?